up to this ain't no fight, chasing shadows in the night. Promises made, but I let them fade. Caught in the cycle, I'm feeling betrayed. Round and round, I'm losing ground. Trying to break free, but I can't see. These negative patterns are haunting me. Nights turn to days, I'm losing my way. Thought I found peace, but it's led me astray. Chasing the high, but it only brings pain. The more I run, the less I gain.
I done been in many different places. I done had my share of all the booze. Seen some of the baddest when they naked, but none of them be sexing like you do. I think I need a lesson from a teacher. I'm trying to get that extra credit research. I've been learning all the moves that you make when I grip you on your waist and kiss you in that place. Your body, it's like a work of art in a puzzle. I know I need to learn, and I'm down if you're down for the study with me. I need you to teach me how.
Hey everybody, hey, and welcome to another session of Tarka Say It Again. And as you can see, we have another guest in the office with us today. And his name is Pretty Rico Bandz. And he is an R&B artist, music writer, producer, and actor.
That's right.
Okay, now that's a lot of things attached to that name. So we're going to see if he can tell us a little bit about each one of those before we let him go. Okay. How you doing?
I'm real good.
Wonderful.
Good to be back in Florida for a couple of days.
Yes, I hear you be all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay. You just was on a cruise?
Yeah, we just did Bahamas. When I leave here in a couple of days, I head to Belize.
Nice, Belize. Okay, international. Well, can you tell us about your music journey? Because, you know, people always want to know, like, how you got started,
Right.
What that looked like for you.
It was a weird situation for me because I was like always a church boy.
Okay.
So everybody just assumed I was going to make gospel music.
Okay.
When it was time to do that. It was really never in my thought process.
Okay.
Ever. I was never in a fight.
Okay.
So the second I got a chance to get out of the house, I kind of immediately did. Like when I, around 17, I think, I was running around with got to Disney, and then.
Whoa! Now that's major. Disney anything.
Yeah.
That's major.
And it was a show called Disney Channel Rocks. I eventually ended up on, and it's a lot of people on that show. I just honestly feel like that was probably one of the most talented casts they had. I mean, outside of myself, you had Omar Cardona that was on The Voice Top 4, DJ Young who's on Hamilton right now, another Chrissy, she's on Rent. Like that cast that Disney had was kind of like prep. That was their next little run. Mm-hmm. So we was around so many people that we all came up together doing the Disney Channel Rock show, and eventually started doing some commercials with them and stuff like that. Like when holidays would come, you might see me. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm about to teach you a new dance. The China thing, you know, that guy.
Okay.
Like, so yeah, that Disney run was something that changed my life. It changed my vocal ability too, because singing 6 shows a day is not for the weak. I mean, I used to go hoarse immediately off the first rehearsal, but like that trains your voice a little differently, getting used to singing 6 times a day.
Right.
Sometimes it's really hot too. You might be outside or something like that. So.
Right. So then I heard you mention as far as the age of 17, you going off and doing your own thing as far as singing outside of what you were raised,
right.
You know, being used to. How was that for you? Did you receive the family support still? And I'm asking that because, you know, sometimes you have different stories where they don't receive the family support, you know, because feel like you're going against the grain, those type of things.
I wouldn't say it was family hate.
Okay.
So, you know, I see like on television shows or movies and stuff, how they show like the dramatic version of a family not agreeing with a child doing music. Mm-hmm. I can't say I had that.
Okay.
I could say that they would support, but they would kind of watch and see how much of how better I'm going to get.
Gotcha.
The support changed based on how successful I'm starting to go.
Okay.
So, I mean, it went from, okay, we're watching to we're watching more.
Okay.
To, all right, so it just got better from there. So I can never say it was like family hate or like
just monitoring, facilitating, possibly a little here and there.
Yeah, because you know what I mean. Especially when you first start making, especially when I was making my own music.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine how rough it was. I can't even remember, but I can imagine how rough it was. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the fact that I was trying something was just more applauded than not doing anything.
Right.
I think it changed a little bit when I started hanging around Static Major, God rest his soul.
Okay.
And he was the one that taught me how to write. For a lot of people don't know who Static Major is. That man wrote all them Aaliyah songs that y'all love, from 1 to Million, the 4-page letter.
Okay.
He wrote Pony by Genuine. Like,
okay.
That man has more songs in your memory Rolodex than you even realize. You
right.
know? He wrote the whole Pretty Rico first album. That's kind of how I met the boys. I'm really close with them. And Static, he just being around him for the few moments in his life that I was able to be around, you know, taught me a lot about songwriting. So that helped also shape me as a better creator.
Okay. Who were some of the biggest influences as far as in the music industry that you looked up to?
Usher. I think Usher was the person that when 8701 came out, that's when I was like, I think I'm going to do this.
Okay.
Like, that was in my head, like, I want to be like this.
Mm-hmm.
When it came to producing, I love the music that Pharrell makes. I grew up trying to be like Pharrell on the production. Mm-hmm. So I was always, a lot of my early beats sounded just like Pharrell. Like, I was a full copycat. Okay. You know, but you got to learn, you got to copy before you get better. You know? Mm-hmm. So those two were heavy on me. As time went, New Edition is still my favorite group of all time. But as time went on a performance scale, Bobby Brown became a huge influence for me. Mm-hmm. And it's just as time went, people changed. Like, my influences kept changing because my sound kept changing. Okay. You know, I kept growing.
I like that.
The more my sound changed, I wasn't just dwelling on Usher anymore like I used to. Like, Usher was my blueprint. Mm-hmm. And now Usher's not my blueprint anymore. Now I'm looking at JT and I'm even looking at newer people, the Ty Dolla Signs and stuff like that. Like, my sound, everything is changing as time. So my influences keep changing. Okay. So it's never just one. It's like a lot of times of life.
And that makes up you.
Yeah.
I know that you was with a band called Fishing.
I'm with the Fishing Grits band.
So it's not just solo, you do both.
Right. You gotta stay busy.
Okay. I didn't know if you separated from them.
Yeah, like when it comes to original music, I'm a solo artist. Mm-hmm. Fishing Grits is a band in the city in Orlando. Yeah. And we're everywhere lately, you know, and it's a cover band, but we bring an element that a lot of bands don't bring, period. And that's not just in Orlando, that's just period. Right. We get more of the performance aspect of giving you a full concert feel of show. Mm-hmm. We do these songs and you feel like it's our songs by the time it's over, the way we deliver. Last few months we've been a staple at the Gorgeous parties every first Friday at Blue Martini. Oh, I think I saw
you was up on the chairs, the couches or something.
Oh yeah, that's another jazz tastings, also every first Saturday.
That was jazz tastings. Okay.
We're in jazz tastings every first Saturday. So I mean, we have a couple residencies these days. That's been looking out for us heavy, and it's helped grow the fan base as well. Right. Because of course they like Fishing Grits, but they get to know everybody personally, and people that might not have known I was a solo artist, they learn, and then you know, it's a good trickle effect.
Because I've been learning because I experienced the Fishing Grit band probably about a year ago. I had a speaking engagement at the Ladies Annual, and that's when I first was introduced to the band. So that's why I was like, okay, is he still with them? But I get it. Keeping that calendar full. Yes. Getting that name out there. And coming across people that you didn't know and introducing them to you and who you are and the band.
Yeah, because if you can't, there's so many different ways people catch me. They find me in different ways. Mm-hmm. Whether they see me on some solo artist stuff, or if they see a Fish and Grit show, they're just out. Or as people, if I'm overseas, if they catch me on this Motown show that I'm doing when I'm on these cruise ships, the Evolution Motown show, people find me in so many different ways. At first, I didn't think that was why.
So with you doing the shows here and, you know, experiencing other cities and countries and whatnot, I just want to know, because this being your basis, are you receiving the support here in your city? Because I know it varies, but just wanting to know, are you receiving your support?
I think I receive respect. That doesn't equal support, though.
Okay.
I'm respected because of how long I've been doing this in this city. it goes all the way back to when I was on my teenage years and we're running around doing school tours when I was in a boy band at 3 a.m. You know,
Wow.
we're running, the girls chasing us all over the place.
Wow.
You know, like, it's a respect. So they see, okay, he came from that. And then my Atlanta run was had a lot of success to it. So coming back here, it's respected, but I don't think it's supported, but it's not because it's me. I think they don't really support R&B music. That's original in the city like that.
That's another way to look at it, because I know just when you speak of Atlanta, just in general, it seems like they are just there for each other, putting each other on. You know
Very
what I
much
mean?
so.
And I see it in the literary world, you know, and I say that because, you know, I wrote this book, Addictive Patterns. So I'm up there often, and it just seemed like they reach out and willing to help the next person, and in hopes that we find that as a city, state, even like New York, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's different states where it just seems like they get on quicker, if that makes sense.
Right.
And that obviously comes from support.
And, you know, and rap is so huge now, and just globally, R&B is kind of like on a downside compared to where rap is now.
Okay.
So it trickles off where, you know, R&B is obviously the most successful area of R&B if you're an artist trying to make music is LA. A lot of R&B artists come out of LA these times because it's embraced more.
Okay.
Orlando, or say Florida, period, it's rap heavy. It's really heavy on the rap, and especially the hood rap. If you can deliver some of that and get to these DJs and, you know, lay some pockets and stuff like that, you would get on a lot quicker, and a lot support comes your way. But R&B doesn't really have that voice, and it's a weird situation because R&B parties are like the biggest thing in the United States now. Like, an R&B party is what's running the world. People come to R&B parties, but they're not breaking new R&B music.
Got you. Oh, you teaching me so. And looking, because I had the opportunity to look over some of your songs. So with your list or your playlist, which song is considered maybe your favorite? And you might have more than one, but you know, which one sticks out that may be laced with nuggets, teachable moments, you know?
I think every album I put out has had a favorite moment for me.
Okay.
So every album would have like a favorite, I would say, on each album.
Like stages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas in a favorite song, it's hard to choose. I kind of let the people choose because I perform so much. I can always see what they demand the most. And out of all of the albums I have, everybody knows to the extent it's a song I have called Morning Love. I usually end my show with it. Every time. And this has been years. I will always end my show with it to this day. And that's the song that people were like, I love that song. So I love what you love because it was still my creation. So that's my favorite song too.
Okay. So listening to your music, what is it that you would want your audience to feel or to take away? Could you sum that up like as a whole with the combination, you know, of all your songs?
I want my music to feel like seasons.
Okay.
Every album, no album sounds the same. No album feels the same. It should feel like a season, like a different season for me. Like my last album that I released, the New Jack thing, it was a full New Jack Swing album.
Okay.
It felt like Teddy Riley produced this whole thing. He produced one of them though. He produced one of them.
Okay.
But you would feel like Teddy did the whole album, and I wanted it to feel like the summer of 1996 or something like that. It was a season. You know, I had the album before that, Lost at Sea. I made the whole album. I was on a cruise ship.
Okay.
I brought my stuff. I was just in the room, and I made that album, and it was a peaceful time for me. So that album feels really peaceful. So it feels like you're on the sea. Like everything has to have a different, complete feel. I don't want you to say this album sounds like this album. No, it doesn't. It completely doesn't. So every album's going to give you a different feel.
Right. What do you have coming up next?
I don't stop recording. So that's one thing, you know.
Steady putting out
music. Yeah, it's like even when an album's not out, I can easily drop an album anytime I want because I have that much music. It just, you know, I have a Rolodex of hard drives of thousands of songs.
Okay.
And those thousands of songs, they're just not in limbo. I have at least 6 completed albums. As in this album. No order when they're coming, but I just have albums. So I mean, I have one that I'm closing in on. There's no date on it yet because we're gonna get the rollout correct and do it right. Drop some singles, you know. But that is an album that I think I'm pretty much finished to an extent. Still some tweaks in here, but while I'm doing that, staying busy, staying on stage, keeping my voice together, staying in the gym.
Yeah, part of it.
Yeah, yeah, you know, because it's a middle ground between that. Because you're gonna still have to party and stuff. One thing I learned about Atlanta, you got to be outside, you got to be in the streets, and you got to party with everybody else. You can't be that R&B artist, and it's a lot of R&B artists local that stay in the house and just record all day. You never hear anything from them, and you really don't care when their songs come out because they haven't touched the people. I'm outside for a reason. I touch the people.
Right, so. That makes sense. That's the only way, and you're connecting with them. Are you one of those type artists where you put a scarf or something to protect your throat?
I should be, because I know a lot of vocalists that do. I'm a little irresponsible.
Okay.
You know,
we're gonna work on it.
Yeah, you know, your definition of a scarf for me might be a shot for me. You know?
Okay, I appreciate the authenticity. Yeah, you know.
Like, you know, yeah, you got the scarf, I got a bottle. Like,
okay,
you know.
Okay. So that coats it. That coats.
You know, in my head I feel that way. In the mind, it's overpowering everything else. So it works out. It works out really well if you believe it.
No, I just was thinking because you said, you know, being outside, and I know just me, and I don't consider myself a professional singer, although I sing, but I notice when I go outside and I come back in, that voice has changed, just like, especially trying to...
I'm a dramatic dresser, so a scarf might mess up the vibe, what I'm looking for. If it's hot, I'm barely going to have anything on. I'm outside trying to show some chest and stuff, oiled up and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ladies, let me tell you, when I first met this man, he had his shirt open. Yes, unbuttoned, showing it off. He was wide open.
And that night it was off because I had a show that night. We did the show. I did the yeah. I was
That's right.
I was up there fully shirtless.
The Ball
Greasy show. Yeah.
Yes, but I will say he was very respectful, very kind. I love his personality.
It's like it's all or nothing. So if it's hot, I'm barely gonna have anything. But if it's cold, I'm like, even it don't gotta be super cold either. I'm gonna have a big fur coat on there. And I'm dramatic like that. You know.
Okay, that's personality. That's style. Yeah, and then that's your brand. All of that. I love it. All right, then. Well, I definitely appreciate you taking the time out your busy schedule. Yeah. Is there any lasting words that you want to share with the world? Any upcoming events?
My birthday's at the end of the month.
Okay, at the end of the month.
National holiday. I'll be in Atlanta. I got a show at the Taste of Soul Festival. Same day as my birthday, so it's kind of cool to be performing for my birthday. Catch up with a couple old friends, you know. Hopefully, you know, try to get some video shot. You know, somebody will get a video. I'm trying to depot my video out of them.
I love it.
And then also, he was tapping into some of my actor friends and stuff like that. Because I'm getting back into the acting.
Right, because you did mention that you act also.
Yeah. I'm the guy that played Diddy in the Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me.
Okay. So I'm sitting in front of...
Well, I played him twice. I played him again for Oxygen. They had like a special Snap episode for Big and Pop. Okay. And they cast me as Puff again for... So yeah, I played Puff a few times.
Okay.
And, you know, outside of me, you got the Disney thing, and then a few things on Tubi. Yeah, I stay acting.
Yes, keep that calendar full.
I'm telling you, I'm a busy man.
Continue to add
that way the party's worth it. Yeah, that way the party's worth it, because I need the break.
Right,
I need the drink.
Right. Well, we're going to work on you covering the throat, because we need that longevity.
I mean, hey, that's when the females come in. They just, you know, you do that little arm lock along with the section.
All righty then. Thank you all for tuning in for another session of Tarika Say It Again. Please like, share, and subscribe to YouTube, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Nice. Have a good one.